SurgiCount system is intended for use by trained and experienced healthcare professionals only in counting and recording the number of surgical sponges, laparotomy sponges, and surgical towels used during surgical procedures. The SurgiCount system is comprised of three main components: the tablet and hardware components, surgical sponges, and the back-end universal reporting tool, which provides hospital leadership with visibility of case reports and data. The SurgiCount sponges are available in various shapes, sizes, and plies. Sponges are pre-sterilized in groups of the same type and available in single packs or surgical kits. One of the bands that secures each sponge pack has a master tag with a data matrix code. This master tag band is used to scan packs into a case as a group and contains all the data for every sponge in that pack. Each individual sponge has a data matrix code that is unique to each individual sponge and are designed to be read even in the presence of blood or other bodily fluids. In addition to being recognizable to the scanner, this data is also displayed on the data matrix tag in plain text. The SurgiCount hardware components consist of the surgical tablet, docking station, power cord, IV pole mount, and 3 batteries. Choose a suitable location which is easily accessible and near a hospital-grade power outlet. Insert the battery into the docking station battery well. Insert the tablet into the docking station. Verify the docking station battery LED indicator illuminates. Position the pole clamp around the IV pole at the desired height. Use the adjustment knob to fasten the mount to the pole. Verify that all knobs are tightened and the mount is secure. To provide additional battery life to the tablet, insert the battery into the cradle battery well. Verify the cradle battery LED indicator illuminates. Align the tablet for insertion into the cradle. Insert the tablet and gently bend the removal tab as necessary to secure the tablet in the cradle. Power on the tablet by clicking the power button, then launch the SurgiCount application by tapping the icon. To begin a new case, scan or manually enter circulator ID. Then scan or manually enter patient ID and select the service type and tap Start Case. Obtain a sterile pack of the necessary sponges, noting that the ideal scanning range to maintain sterility is 12 to 18 inches from the tablet scanner. Scan the master tag on the sponge pack. Listen for an audible indicator and verify that the In column on the Count In screen populates with the correct number of sponges. Break and retain the master tag band and perform an audible manual count for each sponge to verify the manual count matches the tablet count. Record the manual count per your hospital protocol. Repeat this task as necessary for each additional sponge pack required. As sponges are removed from the sterile field, tap Count Out to navigate to the Count Out screen. Inspect the used sponge for damage and scan the tag on the used sponge. Listen for the audible indicator and verify that the Out column on the Count Out screen indicates the used sponge is counted out. Bag the used sponge and repeat this task for each used sponge during the surgical procedure. Once 0 sponges are remaining in the case, the system will automatically advance to the End Case Summary screen. Verify the case information is correct and the tablet count displayed matches the manual count. Tap Next and scan or manually enter the closing circulator ID. Tap End Case. The system will save the case information and then automatically advance to the Start Case screen. During a surgical procedure, if an attempt is made to scan the master tag band in for a second time, the system will provide a duplicate audible indicator as well as visibly state Already Counted In. If an attempt is made to scan a sponge tag out for a second time, the system will provide a duplicate audible indicator as well as visibly state Already Counted Out. If an attempt is made to scan out a sponge tag that was not scanned in, the system will provide an unknown audible indicator as well as visibly state that the master tag for the sponge was not scanned in. If a sponge is not scannable, the user may perform an override on an unreadable tag to count out the sponge from a case. The use of overrides is monitored by hospital administrators and should only be used if a sponge tag is not scannable. To perform an override on an unreadable tag, tap the option symbol in the upper right corner, then tap Override Unreadable Tag. A pop-up message will appear stating, "Do not override a sponge unless the sponge has been removed from the patient in the sterile field." Read and understand the message, then tap OK to continue. Tap the applicable sponge button from the list to override the sponge. A confirmation pop-up will appear. Tap Yes to count out the sponge. The system will prompt the user to add a note. Type a note to justify the reason for override and tap Save. When wound packing is performed during a surgical procedure, a network connection is required. To wound pack, tap the option symbol in the upper right corner and tap Wound Pack Sponges. A pop-up will appear stating that sponges have not been scanned out. Tap the End Case button. The user will be prompted to select the reason for ending the case with sponges remaining. Select the Wound Packed button. Verify the case information on the case summary screen is correct, then tap Next. Scan or manually enter the closing circulator ID and tap End Case. To reconcile a wound pack sponge, the patient ID entered with the wound pack sponges must be the exact same patient ID entered in the following step, or the system will not be able to access the wound pack sponge information. Once the patient ID is scanned, the wound pack sponges present pop-up message will appear. Verify the information is correct and then tap Close to continue. Select the service type and tap Resume Case. Additional sponges may be added as necessary by scanning in the master tag band. Toggle to the Count Out screen and scan out the wound pack sponges. After all remaining sponges have been counted out, verify the case information on the case summary screen and end the case. At the end of each case, perform a final manual count of all sponges in a manner consistent with AORN guidelines for prevention of retained surgical items and per the user's hospital protocol. Verify the manual count matches the count performed on the tablet and dispose of all master tag bands to prevent inadvertent scanning in subsequent cases. The SurgiCount system was created as adjunct technology to support the manual count and help users eliminate retained surgical sponges. Thank you for your time and attention to this important patient safety initiative. For questions, please contact your local sales representative.